question I'll be considering is this question about um, Adam and Eve. Okay, um, how did his sons, have wives? Okay, when the scriptures did not talk about the names of any. All right, so let's go to the book of Genesis. Can we say there's an answer for every question? Okay, okay. There's an answer for every question. So, alright, so let's look at Genesis chapter 2, verse 22. Okay, let's go to 24. Where the purpose of marriage was mentioned. The Bible says, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So this is showing that it's important. Marriage was important, and the sons of Adam were to have wives. Okay, all right, and they were to marry. That's what I mean. They were to have a wife. All right, the man will cleave to his wife. So two shall become one flesh. All right, in marriage. So then let's proceed to the conception. I mean the giving birth to of children by Adam. This happened after they were sent out of the garden. Okay, so they were sent out in chapter 3. Then in chapter 4, the very first verse, in verse 1, we see that now Adam knew Eve, his wife. Okay, so Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain. Alright, so here we see the first offspring, Cain, and then verse 2, and again she bore his brother Abel. Okay, so we've got two names here, right? So who else did Adam give birth to? Alright, because in verse 17 we see that Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. So alright, now the manner of storytelling, okay, employed here is thematic. Is a thematic mode of storytelling. Okay, the writer was telling a story, alright, so and the story focused on the theme. Okay, so when you're making a thematic write-up, so you do not include all the details. Okay, so that's what happened here, right, in this chapter. But if we look subsequently, we'll find that Adam indeed gave birth to sons and daughters. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, let's see Genesis chapter 5. Okay, yeah, it's talking about verse 1. This is the book of the generations of Adam when God created man. Okay, he made him in the likeness of God. Verse 2, male and female he created them, and he blessed them and named the man when they were created. Now, take notes. Name the man. See, This is very instructive, okay? When God created man, okay, created man complete, okay, I want to believe man was created with the ability to self-reproduce. That's my own belief, because he created man as a man, okay, because out of man he brought out the woman. Okay, the Lord did not do a new creation, but in a way, you can still call it, didn't do a new creation. He had made man to be complete, both male and female, okay? But for the purpose of companionship, to specific that Bible says that man should not be alone. So he created an helpmate for him. So out of the man brought forth the woman. So the female parts was removed from the man. Okay. Alright, so now taking a look at this, that's why the scripture says in verse 2, male and female, he created them. You see the unity here. In verse 1, he made him singular, the man singular. Male and female created he them. See the persons in the man, in the one man, okay, male and female persons in one man, okay. Continues by saying, and he blessed them. Wait, he created him, and here the him is male and female persons, and he said he created them, and he blessed them, and named them man. Look at this. So, so the language of the Bible is very instructive. So this will also help us when we are looking at the topic of the Holy Trinity. Okay, I will refer to this verse when we are talking about the Holy Trinity. Alright, so in verse 2, male and female, he created them, and he blessed them and named them man. Okay, when they were created. Now, when Adam had lived 130 years, he fathered a son. Let's pay attention. He fathered a son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him Seth. Now, Seth is the third son after Cain and Abel that have been mentioned so far. Alright, the days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800 years. Now, take note of the ending of verse 4. And he had other sons and daughters. Alright, and he had other sons and daughters. So it was from these daughters that the sons of Adam got themselves wives. Right, I feel this answers your question if you've had this question before. So, alright, so the Bible is clear that Adam had other sons and other daughters, okay? So, as recorded in scripture. So, like I said, the scripture was written thematically, okay, to convey a message of from the events that happened. Alright, so this is the beauty of the scriptures, and they've been given for our instruction and for our learning. God bless you. So I'm Stephen. So moving on to the next question. Before then, please subscribe and like this video so that it will have more reach. God bless you.